2.
You see this one?
1.
Yo,
It's Mac.
and Alexis.
This is the Judge Us Not podcast. We back at the courthouse. Of course, we got my boy Dame in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And on this case, man, we swear to tell the truth.
This gonna be a good one.
The uncomfortable truth in the name of Raw, baby.
I love this. This is a good one because I feel like it's gonna resonate with both of us, man.
Yeah.
We talking about them preggers, them pregnancy situations, them bringing kids into the world, what transpires, what goes into it, what thoughts are being thought after that test.
This is
little
like
stripes show up on a test. What goes through people's minds?
This is like the pre-baby mama episode.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Like, how do we get here?
Yeah,
how do we get here?
The how do we get there episode. So
I promise I'll be more understanding, ladies.
We gonna see. I like that. Okay. So yeah, man. So for one, let's talk about it. Like just like what's the different ways it happens? You know what I mean? We got the planned pregnancy, the unplanned. Sometimes I forget that people actually plan to have kids.
Oh yeah, I remember when you told me that shit was hilarious, bro.
I literally forget that.
Obviously, none of y'all planning for having kids.
Bro, when people are like, "Yeah, we're trying right now," this and that, I'm like, "Trying? What you trying to do? Just go buy a bottle, man. Make that shit happen, bro. What you mean?"
Yeah,
like,
no, I never understood that. My opinion is that I think majority of pregnancies happen by accident. Not planned, unplanned pregnancy.
I believe
Probably.
they do. I would agree with that.
Yeah. So
I guess you can argue though, like you don't really have an accident. You just careless.
yeah. That's
I'm surprised you're not arguing that. That's probably
yeah. No, the reason why I say that is kind of what I was kind of bringing in on the last episode was just like, women makes the decision to decide if they're going to have a baby or not. Men don't.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's not an accident on them because they make that decision to say, "Hey, I'm keeping it." You know what I'm saying? So that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Because I can't make a woman a mother, but she could make me a father without my permission. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's a good one.
Hold on. Rewind. We got
I actually like that. I haven't heard him say that
one
one yet. Put that on the shirt.
Say it one more time for me.
I said, I can't make a woman a mother, but a woman can make me a father unwillingly.
Yeah.
So
you unwillingly nutted inside of it.
But again,
that's where we're going to differ forever.
Hold on, but listen again. She can decide if she want to keep that baby or not. So she made herself.
But I'm just saying it's not unwilling. You willingly let it off in there.
Yeah. So okay, but the reason why
I'm saying there can't be an unwillingly.
But the reason why that doesn't work because I
can't.
What
if you try to not?
Do you just try to pull out?
But that's what I'm saying. What if if we using that logic, right? What if I decided I didn't want the kid? I don't have any say so for that.
You had to say so when you fucked her.
So did she.
Yeah, but I'm saying we her and you, we can't be like, oh, one or the other. Okay, I think that's where we differ a lot. Because
but this is why I don't understand. It's always it takes two until the baby's here, and that was just one decision.
Yeah, I guess they just get they do have the final say.
That's my point.
I think that's what he's saying.
That's
they got the
my
final
point.
say.
It's just like we both took steps to do it, but if it's only one of us making a decision.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what if I did want to keep it and you didn't? I don't have a say so in that either. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
they actually did well. Some cases they really be on some pressure, and I remember when we went to the
but kids, you have to pressure her. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I remember they had told me to get out the room or whatnot, and then they had asked her because I was like, "Bro, what the fuck? Why they make me get out the room?" And then she was like, "Oh, they have to ask you is he making you have this baby? Is he doing this?
That's
that?
Crazy. Ain't that some bullshit?
Yeah.
That just made me mad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I get it.
We don't get that shit from court.
It only made him mad.
Is she putting you on child support? Just did you want to be on child support? It only made him mad
because it goes against his
ideology. It's about this is.
You mean you can have a pressure?
This is my problem in today's world, right?
Yeah,
is that the equal shit. If women want this equal shit, then let's be equal because it's not fair. You know what I'm saying? If we want to talk about not being fair, it's not fair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying if this is what you asked for, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't hide equality but also want chivalry. They don't coexist. You know what I'm saying? You can't say you want to be equal to a man, but you want me to hold the door for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's you can like with that example, I think that could happen. But yeah, I get what you're saying though, because there are different things where it's like, you ask for it, and these are the things that we have to. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, everybody want to be where we not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Men want to have the privileges that women got. Men and women want to have the vice versa. But it's like, do you really? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really.
But this is kind of the thing with men though. Men don't really complain about this shit.
They do.
We just not it's not.
We just know no one cares. Exactly. We just know no one cares.
We hold it in and we cry later at night.
Yeah, cry when no one's around.
I can't believe this shit. Nah, but I just I don't know. When it comes to the pregnancy, I just feel like this is why in that episode is like why I really had no sympathy about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like you put yourself in this situation. Nobody made you do this shit, and you can point it on the man all you fucking want to. But you made the decision to have a kid with that person. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, where's your fucking accountability?
And this is very. I have been realizing. I'm not saying all women, but just majority speaking, it is hard for some women to just like say sorry or like just notice certain things went down. It's very.
Admit their wrongs?
Yeah, to admit their wrongs, because the whole vibe really is like it's man.
Always your fault.
It's always got to be on the men.
Always your fault.
And I'm not like, I don't necessarily like, it's got to change. I just want it to be a subject that people talk about. I want some women to be like, man, I kind of fucked up. I shouldn't have did that.
And even with that, right? Dane was just saying, well, you nutted in there. Okay, but who let me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, where's her accountability for all of this shit? You feel me?
I'm always of the mindset like, well, I'm okay with saying that too. Yeah. Like, but it's like both of us have to say that. It's not. I think we constantly fight over one or the other, and one has to take the majority of the decision, or the other has to take the majority. Versus like, hey, we could both be in the wrong, and let's both admit that. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm all cool with that. If my thing is agreeing to having a kid or not. That's my thing. Yeah. You feel me? If you're having a kid and he doesn't want anything a part of it, I just feel like you can't do anything with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't want to be a part of it. Yeah. Like, you just gonna make this nigga be a part of it? Like, that's crazy. I just think that's for you to even want a kid from a nigga like that is crazy to me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I just feel like if we want to keep using that it takes two to tango thing, then let's come to an agreement together. If we can't do that together, then it's a problem. Yeah. It's a problem.
That should be the first thing motherfuckers talk about, but it's usually the last thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, who you ever mess with somebody and like, hey, just in case something happens, what level are we both on? We don't have that conversation until you at a doctor's office and you're like, shit, we gotta think about something in 8 months.
Exactly. Even the whole like the Plan B pills and shit, they really ain't no like smooth way to introduce that. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely
if you go like
what I'm about to do, talk my way out of some pussy?
They won't give you. I remember I tried to. Just got to get a test, and then I was asked, hey, can I get a Plan B pill just in case? And they thought it was hella funny, and they were like, no, and I'm like, what are you talking about? But I don't know. It was something about like they thought I was planning to go nut and somebody just give them a pill afterwards. But I'm like, what if I do that? Like, they won't give a man one. Yeah. And they all looked at each other like it was like the funniest shit I was saying. I was like, I'm serious. I don't want these weak ass generic condoms. I want. But no, they don't do that.
Yep.
So where do we go from here, bro? All right, so let's bring it back. Back. Okay, we're not blaming nobody. All right, let's bring
clean
it back.
Slate.
Clean slate.
Let's bring it back to the pregnancy thing. Like, do you think it's a conversation that needs to happen? Do you feel like we need to? Is it really just discuss? Like, is it really an accident? Like, is it always an accident? Or
could you ever actually have a pregnancy accident?
Yes. I think it is possible just because some women, like, I'll be honest, man, I thought all women were like really on their shit. We're like, oh yeah, my period is this day. I know exactly, very in tune with their body calendar, pinpointed. I know, some people's periods be fluctuating and all that, but like some women just be gung ho with it. You feel me? Like maybe they just never got the training or whatever, you know what I'm saying? To where I think it's possible for like a woman to get pregnant and really not know. You feel me? And the hella months go by and shit, and then it's just like, damn. And that's I know that's an extreme case, but it does happen a lot.
Yeah, no, it happened.
To where I think that you know what I mean, that happens. But as far as like it being need to be a discussion, I think it does. I think people need to like sit back and be realistic about situations. I feel like the woman's ego is not really talked about that much. It's always the men. Oh man, we got these big egos, but the women's ego is just as big.
Let's talk about it.
I'm gonna pull it out because that's pretty much what it comes down to. A lot of these.
Can I not be the bad guy? One episode.
And
can I not be the bad guy?
I ain't gonna be the bad. I'm just trying to get it like realistic. Like a lot of women got egos. Like when they find out they getting.
There's no realistic. There's no realistic with them. I'm wrong for the shit that I say.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm wrong.
So let's go. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it gets perceived there. So I just want women to just be realistic about it and you know, say they're sleeping with somebody. It is a chance that I can have a baby with this person. Like for one, square one, that should be in your mind. Like there is a chance. So I think women, I'm gonna keep it on the women. I think women should use that as like a filtering process or like a standard thing. Like I'm gonna let this man enter me for whatever reason. I'm horny. I just need to fuck, or I like, or whatever it is. That needs to be on your mind. Like this could happen. This position, being pregnant, can happen in a situation. Do I still want to move forward and have sex with this man? You know what I mean? I think so many people are just like, women could be like, oh man, I mean, shit, men just be fucking just to fuck. Why can't I do that? The reason why is because you can potentially be in a position where you have to decide if you're going to keep this man's baby or not. And then what happens is, boom, that happens, and you're like, fuck, whatever. Man, this motherfucker ain't shit. I was just trying to get some dick, or I don't see, even if we're together, I don't see him really being a good father, this and this and that. Well, if you didn't see that, you should have cut it off a long time ago, as soon as you notice that shit, right? But what happens is, that ego kicks in. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna handle this shit. You know what I mean? I could do this. I don't need no man. Men ain't shit. I don't expect nothing from them. This and this and that. A lot of those feelings get drawn up. And then what happens is, oh, I got my family. My family got my back. All this very ego shit. Like I got this. I can handle it. But then when that baby comes, ooh, shit. Maybe my family ain't got my back as much as I thought. Or this shit there's some other shit. Or they see that baby daddy on the Instagram flexing. Oh, man, he flexing? Oh, fuck that. He going to be flexing. You need to give me some money. Whatever it is, now the scenario changes in your mind. All that ego, like, I got this. Now I'm bitter. Now I'm like, nah, I want this from this person. You going to handle your responsibility. And then and then it just turns into a whole bunch of other scenarios. But no woman is ever going to say that. No woman is ever going to say, admit to the fact that like that decision to have that baby had nothing to do with that man. It was all them, with their vision for their life, what they wanted to do with their body. It's all them, but it don't really get put down like that, you know.
And I think when it comes to like that, right? Like women be like, oh, okay, well you knew what it was when you slept with me, okay. With that logic.
I love that little clear the throat.
I just had some tea. That's all that was. But that logic, I want to know, to the women out there who says this, are you telling me that every man that you had unprotected sex with, that you were willing to have a baby with that person? If every man that you had sex with unprotectedly, you was willing to have a baby with that person. By that logic, you shouldn't have nutted in me. By that logic, every person that you had slept with, you went raw. You feel me?
Yeah.
That was your intentions to be pregnant. Is that the term?
Yeah, I don't think it's the intentions. I just think it's amazing how
the consequence, like
how both of us are willing to be like, this shit feels way better this way. There's a different modes and shit that
we're willing to risk the
right. But this is why I hold women accountable for that, because they have more fucking birth control than fucking you can think of. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like if that's your case and they're okay, condoms don't feel, whatever the case is, you have every opportunity to not bring a kid in this world. every opportunity.
Yeah.
The last one being abortion. You feel me? You got every opportunity not to bring a kid in this world. You feel me? We got one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got one. So it's just like you having a baby is just like you have to take accountability for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It really.
Hey, imagine like a scenario for men and women. It's like, hey, only have sex with people that you're willing to have a baby with. It'd be a whole lot less sex
That is
across the board,
Hey,
bro.
that's a cold ass question.
If you say
motherfucker might be a virgin right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But hey, I'm gonna be honest with you too.
nobody be fucking, bro.
But
That is a trip.
I do know. I ain't gonna say I really know. But from what I heard from females, like it's motherfuckers who will really be like, I'm gonna put a baby in or just be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it would still happen, but imagine how much less intercourse would happen across the board.
But I'm just saying, as far as a motherfucker just trying to keep the girl around, you feel me? Like I'm gonna just put a baby in her just so she could deal with me or some type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like on some weird shit. But
wow, that's some shit. That was a cold question right there. And then on the flip side, let's ask this one.
I got a question. I got a question.
Okay, it better be better than mine, bro.
Okay, go ahead. I know mine is better though.
I was just gonna say, because your question was if the possibility they could get pregnant, you know what I mean? They wouldn't do it. I was gonna say the people that have kids together, you know what I mean? What their perception would be like if I could go back and not have kids with this particular person. You know what I mean? Now, what would happen then? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you had the choice to be like, I could change, basically we can go back in time, you know what I mean? You don't have kids, you're not connected to this person no more. What would you do? You know what I'm saying? Because, man, that'd be an interesting statistic.
My question was this. If women knew that the state wouldn't help with their kid.
Oh, levels to this question. Look at you started, Dan.
If the state wouldn't help with this kid, or if they knew they wasn't getting child support from a man, what would be their decision on having a kid then? That would be my question to the woman out there who's...
I think you put all three of these together, ain't nobody fucking.
Because a lot of women, because a lot of women will say, "Well, I don't need him. But you still getting help from the system. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing this by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you're still getting financially supported by somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it just that's just a question. Yeah. It's just a question. I just want to know
on the ground.
I just want to know. Yeah, let's do it.
I see that a lot too. Even when not even just with the kids.
Well, who won't be honest with it though?
If everybody asked, if you asked everybody like, would you be willing to marry the last person you had sex with? A lot of people would be like, nah. Like, what? You know what I mean? Shit like that. You start thinking of like, who do you intertwine yourself with? You know what I'm saying? We don't think deeper than the physical level, but like, what if? Like, why are we allowing ourselves to be around these certain people? Like, what is it that...
The only group of women that I respect that ends up being a baby mama or whatever is the women who's actually married, because your intentions was to have a family. You get what I'm saying? So if they have kids and he end up leaving, whatever the case is, and then you're in that situation, I get that, because that was your intentions to have a family. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if you just having babies out of wedlock and then... I just can't wrap my head around it. I just can't wrap my head around you having a baby by somebody that you don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't.
I ain't gonna. We're gonna go back to the whole marriage shit. Cause all right, man.
Bro,
you know how many people's married and they don't want to be married? They just married for people, the perception looking in for their family and all that, and they miserable.
To believe it or not, it's not a lot, Dame.
Bro,
to believe it or not, it's not a lot.
I think it's a whole lot. I think it's way more than people understand.
Yeah. I think people stay in marriages because of it. Yeah. But I don't think they get married because of that reason.
They stay in them, and it was a decision. It wasn't at the end of the day like I want to be this person forever. It's more outside pressure. You know what I'm saying? That you're supposed to do this.
And I will argue that.
And I think that's a miserable way of
that forever living. Word, that's a big one.
And I will argue that men are the one who's willing to stay in a relationship because they have more to lose in a relationship as far as divorce goes than women do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So why would I fucking leave? You know what I'm saying? When I got a chance of paying alimony, when I got a chance of you taking half my shit, when I got a chance of you like not seeing my kids, why would I risk all of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But women are glad to do it because the system benefits them. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing too with like the pregnancy. It just and deciding to keep that child, like now, like every decision you have after that is gonna be different. It has a little bit more weight to it. If you are in a relationship with that person, you guys had a baby. Now it's, oh man, I would leave them, but it's the kids. You know what I'm saying? But if you didn't make that decision, like, oh, if you knew it wasn't gonna work out with this person, you know what I mean? You just gave yourself a little extra, like, man, I can't really get out of this situation. And that's where you get these little unhealthy ass relationships for years and years and shit. But it was because it came down to that decision. Like, I'm gonna do this kid, I'm gonna have this baby, whatever. There's so many different motivations. I actually really would like this to be one of the episodes we talked about, because we need to get a person that's been in this situation to kind of like shed some light on it.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm definitely not here, like, definitely not trying to bash no women or whatever. I'm just trying to understand the logic behind it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out all this shit. Yeah. You feel me? And I just want an honest question. You know, I mean, like, an honest answer, because I don't like this sugar-coated bullshit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I talked to a lot of women, like, you know, just on some other shit, and it's just like they'll tell me some shit. Like I know a girl who didn't want kids at all. You feel me? But ended up having a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and did everything in her power not to have it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but she wasn't okay with getting an abortion. You feel me? So, but she did every precautions to not have the kid. Like, she wore a condom, like the whole shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, but end up still getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So I know it happens, but. I'm like, not to that degree, bro. It's just like.
Now, I feel you. I just want the honesty. Like, that's all it is. I know people, we're in our mindsets that we do this, do that. I just don't. The problem I have with it is just not talked about. You feel me? It's always put on us.
I mean, and that's, you know, that's why we the judges not, baby. You know, we like to have these uncomfortable conversations, and I like to take the shit for it. You feel me? Because I'm gonna say my piece, and it's just, I just want the conversation. It's just like, everybody can say that. I just like to look at what people do and not what they say. You can tell me what you felt and all this other shit, but what I see is not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And so you can tell me this sob story, but when niggas be lying, but you picked them.
Yeah.
Where do you come in at all? You know what I'm saying?
That's the part that gets me.
I'm just trying to understand, man. Like, when is this your fault? At all. Just tell me when.
Just a little bit.
Tell me when. You know
just
what I'm saying?
10%.
Well, you came over here and talked to me. Like,
you start at 10 and work your way up.
Yeah.
It's like, you came over here and talked to me, but you wanted to have sex with me. I'm like, okay, so I forced all of this shit? Like, damn.
Let's talk about what goes through your mind, man, when you get that call or that word that you're getting, you know, you about to have a baby. What went through your mind? I'm sure it was something different every time.
I was just like, damn.
What was the first one?
To be honest, I was like, damn, I fucked up.
How old are you the first
I said,
one?
Mama always told me it'd be days like this.
Bro, I was...
You want to know what's crazy, bro? Check this out. My mama was so big on that shit, bro. Like, my mama was always told us from, like, fucking yay high, bro. Like, make sure y'all wear y'all fucking raincoats. You feel me? Like, she was always big on that shit, but... Niggas is being niggas, man.
Man.
But surprisingly, I mean, with three of my brothers do now, but at the time it was only just my older brother and then me who had kids, because I had my kid when I was like 12 and shit. So no, I was 17, 18, but I was just like, damn, I fucked up, and it just was what it was for me. What
was the first thing you did?
What I did.
Buy some baby Jordans. That's what niggas buy when they get kids. Like, we buy them shoes.
I was trying to.
My little man about to be fitted out here. Ooh.
Nah, I was pushing for an abortion. I ain't gonna even jaws to you. Like, I was.
Schmortions?
Yeah, smorshmish. I was pushing. I was just. But it was, you know, at that time it was like logic shit, you know. I was explaining to her, like, you know, like, what the fuck we got going on? You feel me? I still stay with my mom. You still stay with your mom. It's like, why the fuck you trying to bring a kid in here? You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. And it just didn't make sense to me. Like, why are you willing to do this? You feel me?
Yeah.
And
like, you stupid for having a kid with me.
It just didn't make sense. And it's just like, And because I'm not that type of guy, I made that decision to be like, okay, I'm going, you know, I'm gonna play my part. You feel me? And I'm gonna do whatever I got to do for her. You feel me? I'm gonna play my part. So
yeah, ain't that a trip, man? It's the shit that go through your mind, like.
And ultimately, I can say that would like led me to marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, obviously, I've fucking love my wife now. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it was like it was really just over like some family shit. Because I always tell myself,
oh, family pressure got you to get married.
No, it wasn't family pressure. I just
it was definitely part of it.
I just didn't want to have a baby mama. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So and I just feel like since I feel like I can deal with not having the best connection with you. You feel me? Because now we playing a different part. You feel me? So I can get over the fact that we might not be the closest, we might not like each other like this or that, whatever the case is. I can get over all that shit because now we have another role to play. You feel me? So, and it was really just me. I can really say a lot of it was just me being a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was just being a dick. You feel me? So, and I just so I felt like she deserved it. I feel like she deserved it, bro.
Yeah.
She deserved it. She deserved to get the best out of me. You feel me? Which is why I said before in the podcast, just like I have no problem like giving her half my shit. I have no problem like paying alimony. I have no problem doing shit like that because I feel like she deserves it. You know what I'm saying?
That's if you get divorced, though.
So, that's only if I get divorced. But I'm saying I don't have a problem with. That's the reason why I got married because I don't have a problem with risking it with her. You know what I'm saying? So
this is where the other side of Mac, man.
Yeah, no, because I care a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I told you that boy he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand. I'm willing. The problem is with men and women is men are willing to talk about this shit, but women are not. So it's just like
they'll talk about it, but not in a reflective like I fucked up.
Yeah. They'll talk about the other side. Like I give you all the perspective on the other side.
Yeah, for the most part, you know.
I just think the man and women communication is just terrible, bro. Like, we just can't communicate for shit. Like, we just have different views of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a
like
bad problem, bro.
It's like two teams always funking, but at the end of the day, man, we playing the same sport. Like we in the same game, but we not really looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying? We very in a competition mode.
So what was your
But yeah, man, shit. It's so crazy because this is actually some shit I've really been reflecting on lately. Like even how you said like in the beginning, you know, you was looking at it realistic. You know what I mean? Like why would we do this and this and that? Let's check out our options and whatnot. And bro, I ain't gonna lie, when I got my word, bro, none of that shit crossed my mind. Yeah. It's so crazy. I went into straight, oh shit. Like, well, I mean, shit, it's good. I got it. I'm gonna handle this. Like responsibility mode. I'm gonna not be my dad mode went in.
Oh, that was definitely
it was like complete. And it's crazy because I realized, bro, it was like a legit ego mode. You feel me? Like, okay, I didn't even like think about the what was happening, who was with, nothing. I wasn't even. It was just like, oh, okay, well, shit, I'm gonna handle my shit because I don't. At that point, I didn't really respect cats that didn't handle their business when it came to that. Yeah. So all it was like a opportunity to like step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I gotta handle this. And what was fucked up about it? Because some people might look at that. Well, shit, at least you handled your shit. Yeah, but at the same time, all the whole emotion of it. Oh man, I'm gonna be a father and I'm gonna have a little son. I'm gonna have a family. None of that shit was in my mind.
I think your situation was different than mine only because like I don't know if you was or wasn't.
Nah, y'all was together, right?
Yeah, like that was my girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, and it also wasn't the first time that she got pregnant. So I was already like pushing it, you know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I took the responsibility, like, okay, this is on me, you feel me? Because I should have known, you know what I'm saying? Like I did that. So, and like I said, she was also my girl too. So it was just something that we had to have that conversation about, you feel me? So,
So I do know, I do know a lot has to do with the circumstances, you know what I mean? And that has a lot to do with it. But I do know, you know, a lot of that shit ain't really hard to, ain't really the easiest shit to talk about, bro. Like, I'm talking about, I just really tripped off that the other day. I was like, bro, I just really went into like, oh, for real, that's what all right, I got this. I'm ready for war. Like, I'm gonna handle that. Never, have you been with anybody else? You feel me? Like, are you nothing, bro. I didn't even ask that, bro. Didn't even ask, are you sure it's mine? Nothing, bro. That's how much I went into like, I'm gonna handle this shit. Yeah. And then what happened, what was so fucked up with it was that's what like I harbored a lot of those feelings later though. You know what I'm saying? Once I got into the situation, then I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna lie. Like, this shit's kind of not what I signed up for.
This nigga can actually talk about that shit, too.
Yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a crazy situation, especially when you were, like, super, what's it called? Like, vocal about not wanting to be in not much less a fucking pregnancy, but much less a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, when you were so vocal about it, but then you get put in this situation, and then you be like, damn, like, you know, you just step up to the plate, but then at the end of the day, you're always thinking like, man, fuck, I ain't even want. So every time some shit happen, I'd be like, bro, I didn't want none of this. This is why I don't.
I don't like you, man.
Yeah, this is why I didn't want no girlfriend or nothing, because I didn't ask for it. I didn't want this. You feel me? And I try to do everything I could do to like portray that. You know what I mean? But then, like I said, life, you could say all kinds of shit, but life's still gonna put you in positions. That's why I think it is important to kind of think about shit, think about what you did, and go inward. And you have to like pivot, gotta like change your thinking on shit, because if not, that's where the resentment just boils up.
Yeah, you know and I thought about that a lot. I always try to think it back like, damn, what I wanted a kid and all this shit. I always try to take it back there, and I think about it to this day. And I always tell myself like, the way my life turned out, I'll redo this shit all over again. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can somewhat say,
don't let your kids listen to that, bro.
No, I'm just
like, he wants to do it over, man.
Yeah, I'll do this shit all over again. Like,
no, he said he would do it the same.
Okay, I'm thinking. Okay, no, I got it backwards. My bad.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm saying the other thing.
Nah, it's because the growth out of me came. The only thing I can possibly say that I would have changed was just the time slot. Like, I probably would have wished it was later, but the only reason why I don't wish that either, because the time that it happened, it made me be who I need to be at that point in time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like if it would have happened later, it would have been it just would have been different for me. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'm still in high school, you know what I'm saying? So this shit, all that club fun shit, all that shit was like, I ain't even thinking about that shit. Like, I got real shit going on.
Yeah, go buy some diapers.
And
let me ask you guys, as fathers, how do you guys feel about men, whether it was their choice or not? They had kids, but they take the opposite road. There's like, hey, I didn't want this, so I ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. Like the deadbeat dads, where it's like they don't step up to the plate.
I know we mentioned this shit before, and I'm gonna say it again because I said it before. It's just like, I'm pretty sure majority of those situations has to do with the baby mama. Them just not wanting to deal with the baby mama. Or they just didn't want to have kids.
Yeah. Even if they don't want to have kids, but like the reality situation, they have one.
Yeah.
Now that they have one, you know, you still got to, whether you like the people or not, you still got to take care of the kid regardless.
With them, it's hard to say, because what if they can't? Which is why they didn't want to have a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, they're not in a situation. I talked to my dad about this shit, because I asked him, like, because my dad fucking dipped out when I was like young. Yeah. And like, I just talked to him about that shit probably like a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And he simply just said sex, drug, and rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? He was like, to make a long story short, he was like, and when I wanted to have y'all, I wasn't stable enough to put y'all in situations. You feel me? I'm staying at other people's house, and I can't have y'all at other people's house and me be reliable for y'all. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I just wasn't in the position to take care of y'all. You feel me? So in my head, I just kind of thought you were just better off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
but as fathers though, like, do you think I can't or I couldn't?
I think my mom should have been better choosing this nigga.
No, I'm saying, you think
I know what you said.
Is that even acceptable? Like, can you look at another man? You be like, well, it's not easy, but it's like, we just gonna accept? Oh, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So what I would say to that, because my impression of that, like, before would have been like, man, you's like you said, there ain't no excuse. You's a sucker, like, you know what I mean? You's a bitch. I can't. That's what harnessed all that energy when I did make that decision. Like, when she told me that we was pregnant, I was like, oh shit, I'm going into that mode. It's because it was that I'm not gonna be like them guys because I know how I view them guys. But I will say now, after going through it, this shit ain't for everybody, bro. Yeah. Like this shit is not for everybody. I think it made me have a lot of empathy for certain shit. It's not excusing it, but at the end of the day,
and that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard to say because it's just like because it ain't, bro. Like it really ain't for this shit. This shit ain't no game, bro.
It ain't. It ain't, and it just depends what level you trying to do it at.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like it just depends on how you look at the world, how you look at.
And that's
life.
The thing. Like, then are you trying to go around to be a fun dad? Or are you trying to really install like discipline? Like you really trying to show them how to work? It's like it's just too many levels to this shit to just be like. You got to figure this shit out, man. That shit is scary, bro.
It's almost like the same view I have on like when I see like homeless people. You know what I'm saying? When shit, like somebody could look at them like, oh, bro, you just gave up this and this and that. But it's like, nah, you don't know their story. You don't know their journey, what they was raised around. So whatever happens in life, like two people could handle that shit completely different. You know, based off of what tools they got. So for me to be like, yeah, it's hard for you. But you could have, it's not easy for nobody. You should have did it. Like, my hard for me might be different from they hard. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say the same thing how I view suicide, bro. Like, some people just looking at their situation through a different lens. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's going on with the whole baby daddy thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people are just seeing it. And they're just thinking like, fuck, I might as well die now, bro. Like my whole life's over. I got this kid, this and that, and they actually live the rest of their life like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's it's just one of those things. You feel me? I just had to like really change my. I didn't want to call my dad and be like, not like, oh, bro, everything's good, but it's like at the end of the day, it is good.
You get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It is good because it's like, bro, I'm here. I turned into what I turned into. You feel me? You know, I'm sure your fucking what is it called? Like regrets and all that shit. That shit probably way heavier on you than it do on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that it probably would on me if I did that. You know what I'm saying?
I think a parent would only really feel bad. Like, say if I was just an ain't shit ass dad, I think I would only feel proud if the kid came out to be like good. I think I would only feel down if he didn't come out to be shit. Like if I just see my kid wasn't doing shit, it's just like, damn, like, I should have been in this fucking life, right? Yeah. But if he doing some shit, you're just like, okay, that's why I wasn't there. That's why I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
So you have no choice but to wait till after the fact. You're like,
pretty much.
We'll see how he turns out and see how I feel. Ask me in 10 years.
Yeah, because when you older, you like you gone. You feel me? Like if you're not in the kid's life, you're not really thinking about what the kid really going through or whatever the case is. You living your fucking life doing whatever the hell you're doing. You feel me? Yeah. Until that kid wants to find you or whatever the case is, you're like, oh well, shit. Well, you came like you came out all right.
And you better only have one kid if that's a scenario. You can't just be like, all right, well, I tried this family over here. It was 10 years later, so I'm in a better position.
Yeah.
You know?
And like I said, it goes, like you say, multiple kids. Like if the father was part of a home with multiple kids, where like that whole like spending hella time with you and shit, that shit ain't big. He wasn't raised with it. You don't know. You don't miss what you don't know. Type shit. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I want to get another mic real quick. I know this nigga got some shit to say about this. But yeah, man. Fuck.
But shit,
man. I want this nigga to throw in his 2 cents. But we talking about pregnancy and shit. Like when you first found out she was having a baby and shit.
He like, well, don't get me started on that shit. We can touch on the next episode. It's good.
So fuck it. So which
final words, man? Final words with the pregnancies. What you got? Any advice for
them? Everybody just be held accountable for the decision that y'all making.
That was different. I didn't expect Mac to say that.
I'm trying to hold both parties accountable.
Looks like he learned something.
No, I just feel like we can't blame each other no more. Let's just if y'all come into that conclusion that hey, this is what happened, agree on what the outcome gonna be. It ain't no like. Let's agree if we gonna have it or not. You feel me?
Yeah.
And but
I don't even know who this is on the couch right now.
I'm a new man, bro.
Nice to meet you, man.
And on top of that,
oh, here you go.
On top of that, he go to nigga shit. Just Shit, don't fucking have no kids if you ain't married. Shit, I don't know.
She had to leave with you something. Man, nah, that's real. I get it, man. I think probably the same for me, man. I just think everybody just need to think, man. Just stop and think like a little bit. You know what I mean? What you doing? Who you fucking with? What decisions you making? You know what I mean? And just look around you, bro. Look at like motherfuckers that had kids that probably shouldn't have had them. Look how they look how they you know, motherfuckers is stressing. You feel me? Like, don't think like with anything else, like you cracking the code, like, oh, that's them, our shit gonna be this way. Nah, like it's real easy to talk about some shit when you ain't in it. But once you in it, you ain't
that shit
You
real.
know what I'm saying? So I would just say, just think about it. Just think about it, man. That's it.
Man. So fuck it, plugs.
Yep, let's get it. If you need any ink, if you thinking about ink too, just hit me up. Authentic Black and Gray. And that's it, man.
Dame.
Damien Dante media extraordinaire. You know, photo, video, audio.
Shit, pornos.
Why you gotta throw pornos in twice in a row, man?
Everything. Man, because you know people might get at you, bro.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure you're not left out.
I think he wants me to film it, and I just won't do it, and that's what it is. Like I'm not making your shit, bro.
Try to plant that seed.
Trying to get my production done. You know what I'm saying? Yep, just Smack and Tell at Instagram. Judge Us Not everything. Judge Us Not Instagram. Judge Us Not. Follow the YouTube. Judge Us Not. Cash App. Judge Us Not. If you give a damn. And
we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
You. And let the jury speak, baby.
Yes, sir.
Case closed.
Drop the gavel on them, bro. We still never got no gavel,
Get a gavel, bro. I'm telling you. Next time we here.
Well, that was supposed to be like the first thing we bought. Remember? I know. Planning all this shit. He was like,